It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the sand. And right now, I feel like 100 grand.
You are listening to Inspired Insider with your host, Dr. Jeremy Wise.
Live from the Sweet and Snack Show. Dr. Jeremy Weiss here. We're live from the Sweet and Snack Show. We're with Rob Nelson. He is the founder, inventor of the legendary Big League Chew. So, Rob, I want you to take me back to the dugout.
Actually, it was the bullpen.
The bullpen.
Right field bullpen, Portland, Oregon. I was playing independent baseball for the Portland Mavericks. I wasn't very good. I didn't pitch very much, so I had a lot of time hanging out in the bullpen. And the inspiration came. The reason the inspiration came is I had a lot of teammates chewing the other stuff, and it was kind of unappealing to me. And I thought, I had a teammate, Jim Bouton, who became my business partner, a former big leaguer with the Yankees and a few other teams. And he said, Rob, did you ever try Red Man? I said, it never made sense to me. Tried it for maybe 30 seconds. It was about an inning later, I said, suppose we shredded gum and put it in a bag so we could look like cool guys, but not make ourselves ill.
Right, totally.
And Jim said, I love that idea. He said, I could sell that idea. I really could. And then he paused and he said, what would you call it? And it's like out of the air. I said, I don't know, Big League Chew. That was it. He said, that's it. That's it.
And you went through some processes to get it protected.
Well, as luck would have it, when I tried out for the Portland Mavericks, it was an independent team. I didn't make the team. But I didn't want to go back to New York. So I had to figure out a way to stay in town, and I created the Little Maverick Baseball School. And kids would come to Grant Park, and the owner of the Portland Mavericks, Bing Russell, wonderful guy, said, Rob, I love the idea. Within 3 weeks of landing in Portland, Oregon, we had a baseball day camp. One of the kids in the camp, Scott Chernoff, was the son of a prominent trademark and patent attorney, Dan Chernoff, who I met, and we had a lot in common. We both had gone to Cornell, different decades, but we just hit it off. And I told him about this idea, and he said, I could help you with that. So we got the trademark, the slogans, the what do they call it, the trade dress. And I was a middle school teacher. I didn't know any of this stuff. One of the reasons I still live in Portland was because that first month I was there, people were just so helpful. I tried out for a team. I got hit like a piñata. I knew I was over my head, but I found a way to stay there. Yeah. And fellas like Dan Chernoff and Bing Russell, you all gave me a chance to find a dream.
When did it start to take off? When do you see people really start to take it in and chew it?
Took Jim about 1.5 years to find the right company, and it came out in January of 1980. It took off in January of 1980. It was an instant hit. Really? We really did get lightning in a pouch. First year we sold $18 million worth of gum.
Wow.
The second year was down to 9. And we realized what happened was everybody doubled up on their orders at the end of the first year because they didn't want to be cut short. So we became pretty much $1 million a month business.
Amazing.
But that 18 million was kind of magical because the following year, 1981, the Cubs were sold for $21.5 million. I remember
you could have bought the Cubs.
I remember calling my dad and saying the Wrigley family just replaced the Cubs with Big League Chew. I just couldn't believe it. So it was just right time, right idea, brings fun to the ballpark.
Totally.
My brother Harry says it's kind of the bubblegum equivalent of like a bottle of root beer. You know, the kids, it was a fantasy kind of thing. But now, MLB doesn't allow chewing tobacco, and so many big leaguers are chewing my gum. And I hear from all the time, Corey Seager won't chew anything except original Big League Chew. He said he chewed grape in high school and he went into a slump and was ground ball grape, and all he could hit was ground balls. Ball players.
People are superstitious.
Exactly. And so now all he chews is original. He's got the arm issue now, but when he's healthy, he's chewing my gum.
So the original flavor was original, or was there something? Okay. Talk about some of the flavors, original, and then what was after that?
The beginning was original, then grape, which became ground ball grape, and I'm not sure why I wasn't in on that meeting.
That's not a good slogan.
No, Grand Slam grape would have worked.
You go.
I think somebody owned that. But then we had strawberry after that.
Yeah.
And now we've got a multitude of flavors. The newest we have here is Big Rally Blue Raspberry, and it's quite fantastic. I got to say. But we've got watermelon, sour apple, grape original, strawberry.
What's something in the journey that you're most proud of so far? I'll tell you. So I was talking to my dad, who's a dentist. I tell you, he chews Big League Chew every day. But he did tell me this. He said, Rob, you have to tell him this. He's saved a lot of lives, because he sees a lot of people with issues in their mouth from chewing, tobacco or whatever the case is. He's like, literally, people tell him he's saved a lot of lives because people opt for the alternative. So
that's certainly the biggest dream come true for me. That what I hoped would happen has happened. The last numbers I saw, 1986, 55 million pounds of leafy tobacco were consumed in America. And last year it was 18. So it's dropped by 2/3. I like to think we played a part in that. And the thing with big league ball players, back in the 70s, guys wanted to look like tough guys, the Lenny Dykstra kind of thing with the tobacco hanging out.
Yeah.
But I think
they get that effect with Big League Chew too.
But here's the thing: ball players are smart now. Tobacco is a performance debilitating drug. It doesn't help you play better. It makes you play worse, and it shortens your career. Never mind shortening your life. Big League Chew adds fun to the game, and if a guy can stay in the big leagues for another 2 or 3 years, that's tens of millions of dollars. So there's a financial component there. But I think more than anything, the thing that really makes me smile is that everybody seems to have a Big League Chew story. When I'm wearing a Big League Chew shirt around town in Portland.
What's your favorite one that you've heard? Or your own?
Well, just the fact that, like on Halloween, it's probably my favorite all time, because our house in Northeast Portland, the kids are lined up like it was getting tickets to see Bruce Springsteen or something. It's amazing, like with the Beatles, And I have had kids early on Halloween night come and get their original Big League Chew, and about 2 hours later, same kids, new costumes, so they can get the great Big League Chew. So I love that story, because my son Charlie, at the time he was about 9, he said, "Dad, that's not right." I said, "Charlie, that's ingenuity. If they want the grape and the original, more power to them." And both costumes were cool. It's not like they threw something together. I love when I'm just on the street or in a restaurant or something, and a waiter will say, "Why are you guys talking Big League Chew?" And George will say, "Well, we make it, and Rob created it. He invented it." They treat me like a Mr. Wonka, and that's fun. Be a big fish, little pond. But it's fun to know that I've made people smile. Cal Ripken sent me a note on the 25th anniversary of Big League Chew. This is almost 15 years ago. And it was so sweet, because he said, you really brought fun to the ball yard. It's part of the baseball experience. And when you think about baseball, all the dead time you have out in the bullpen. We used to play word games with the outfield signs. How many words could you get out of the Fred Meyer grocery store sign? That kind of thing. And Big League Chew just lends itself to that. Bubblegum blowing contests, grown men, 25-years-olds, who can get a bigger bubble kind of thing.
For a bubblegum blowing contest.
For kids, really, of all ages. Even dentists, who knew?
There you go. Everyone should check out Big League Chew, the new flavors, the old flavors, blue raspberry, live from the Sweet and Snack Show. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you so much. This is great.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
What I got, you can't buy. It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out